Welcome to Telefox. Now that we have all the basic configurations for the Windows Server set up, what we can do now before we add any other devices is we could start managing our Active Directory, such as users and computers. So what we want to do is click on Tools, click on Active Directory Users and Computers, and from here it's going to bring up a management page where we could add organizational units. We could manipulate groups, and we could create new users, new computers. So for our case scenario, we are going to configure a company that has 100 users. So as you can see, this task will be cumbersome, but by the end of this video, you will see at least 100 users created. Of course, I won't create each user in this video. It'll be offline or not recorded. But by the end of the video, you should be able to see 100 users and 100 computers, all created for this small business. So let's begin. Alright, so the first thing we want to do is go to our server. This is the Active Directory server. We want to click on it. And then we want to create a new organizational unit. As you can see, I already created cells and administrators. So what we will do to create a new organizational unit, we will click inside of here, click on New, and select OU, Organizational Unit. From here we will give it a folder name, and we will select Protect Container from accidental deletion. This ensures that nobody could delete the folder or group in organizational units. So what we want to call this is the warehouse. We call this the warehouse. Click OK. This is where all the warehouse computers, group policies, and users will reside. So as you can see, you want to put and group users inside of an organizational unit, and then you apply the group policies to that organizational unit. It makes things a little bit more fluid and a little bit easier to understand who's on the network and who has access to what resources. Next, we will create another new organizational unit. So you go to New, Organizational Unit, and we will create a new department. We will call this the HR department. And as you can see, we already have sales, warehouse, HR, administrators, and we will create one more. We will create an organizational unit that's called, and we'll create one more organizational unit called accounting, where all the accounting department computers will reside. So as you can see, we have a basic company built of accounting department, an HR department. We have the warehouse department, the sales department, and then the administrators department. These administrators will administrate everything on the network, and as you can see, we already created 3 users. So if you know what computers you're going to be putting on your network, you want to go ahead and click inside of your organizational unit and then click on New. And then from here you just add your computer, your contact, your group, or your users. So generally what you want to do is create first the group name and a group policy. This allows you to put individuals inside of certain groups. It helps organize the Active Directory so that way you can keep track of all your devices, and it helps you delegate who has access to what files and what network shares, along with other security features. So what you do is you select your organizational unit. For this case, it's administrators. Then we right click, select New, and then we add a group. This group name will be admin level 3, level 1. We will have the group scope either as domain local, universal, or global. So we will go ahead and select these default policies. Then from here, we want to create computers. So you create one computer, and you join that computer to a certain group. So for this case scenario, we will call this admin PC1. And this will be on the admin level 1. So we select admin level 1, click OK. And then click OK. Now one more thing, we want to add a new user. So you click on new, you click on user, then you would fill out the username. So you would fill out their first name, their last name, then their actual domain login name. So for our case scenario, we will go ahead and add Robert. Each person is going to have the same last name. So for this case scenario, it's going to be mode, as in operating mode, and then the login name. So you want Robert dot their last name mode at your domain. In our case scenario, it's at telefox.la.local. So go ahead and click on next. From here, you could have the user change their password at next login. This is very good if you are actually having a new hire create a new account. So definitely have this selected. And then we go ahead and create the password. After we have the password created, we go ahead and click on next. Then from here, we go ahead and accept the changes that the full name is Robert Mode, the login name is robert.mode at telefox local, and then go ahead and click on finish. So as you can see, we have Robert. He's a part of this specific organizational unit. We want to go ahead and double click on his name, go to account, and we want to make sure that he's a part of a certain group. So we go to member of. As you can see, he's a domain user. We want to change that. We want to give him administrator rights. So we type in admin here in the search bar, and we either select administrators. He could be part of the generic administrator's account, or he could be a part of the admin level 1. We will select that, click on apply, and then click OK. And as you can see, these user accounts already have been added to the generic administrator's group policy. So they have administrator rights to control the network. So essentially we will do this probably 100 times for each department. And like I said, we won't put that in recording in this video, but by the end of the video I will show you that each department, each username has their own username, the credentials, plus their computer. And it should equal about 100 users, or about 50 users. But for this case scenario, we will be creating about 100 users. So I'll see you after I complete that project. Okay, as promised, we have our Active Directory with about 100 computers. Technically, it's about 75, give or take. And what we did is for each organizational unit, we have computers and users and a group. So for example, in accounting, we have 25 plus computers, 25 users, and then the account policy group. The reason why each organizational unit has its own group policy is that you could apply these group policies to different file shares. So that way you could ensure the accounting department only gets the accounting department shares, the sales department only gets the sales shares, and so forth. So if we go to administrators, we have the same thing. Computers are created, administrators are created for the administrative group. We have HR. We didn't create any users in HR, but we do have 25 computers. And then in sales, we have 25 computers, or 20 computers plus the 20 users, along with the group policy. And then warehouse. So as you can see, this is what you would be doing if you're managing an Active Directory for a business, or if you're doing the Active Directory management yourself as a business. You're going to be spending a lot of time creating groups, organizational units, computer names, and groups, so that way, and usernames, so that way you could apply certain group policies and security policies to each group, rather than assigning the security policies to each individual computer or each individual profile. It really cuts back time. So that's how you would set up a basic Active Directory with, 75 users for your small business. In the next video, we will explore how to apply group policies to each of these organizational units to ensure each department gets the accurate shares and they can't get shares in other departments. If you enjoyed this video, please like, and don't hesitate to contact TeleFox for all your consulting needs. And you have a good afternoon.